Alright,
This game.
we have returned after a long hiatus to the HeroQuest, and we are back for the adventure. We're joined, as usual, by our Barbarian Grey, our Dwarf Dead, our Archer, Elf, Archer, one and the same to me, and our wonderful Wizard, Creeper. Welcome back, everybody. Glad to see you guys again. We are moving on into the Ogre Horde. This is the third expansion to HeroQuest, official expansion. This one was not released in the US. So, there are some changes that were made. I do have some maps that have slightly modified rules based on the US systems. Now, to facilitate this, I have reverted all of the body points of the original monsters back to where their base values were. Because what we are doing for against the Ogre Horde is we are going on a campaign. As I already mentioned to our players, they pretty much know the rules, but for anybody that is watching, the campaign is wherein we continue the quests in one continuous stream. There is no shopping in between the quests.
Wait,
Yep.
one continuous stream?
Yes, we're going to be sitting here for the next 24 hours.
Yes.
I'm not up for that.
Alright, so there will be no resting between each quest, meaning that their body points will not be reset. However, as that would kind of suck as a wizard and elf, the spells will be reset, as will any per quest items that are in their inventories, basically like the armband. So yeah, in order to make this work, because body points are not restored, they have 5 lives each. They're basically life potions. To make this work, we're basically putting in the rule that they cannot be traded, so you can't give those life potions away. So they belong to each character, giving each character essentially 5 lives as they move forward. Those potions will restore all lost body points when they are used.
And mind points?
Well, since it's a new life, I probably will do that as well.
Yay.
Speaking of mind points, I will be tracking mind points as there are attacks that will be affecting mind points. There were in other versions of the game, but they specifically had the rules that mind points when lost would kill you. In this game, from this point on, mind points will put you in a state of shock if you lose them all. A state of shock is like being feared. You will only have 1 die that you will be able to attack and defend with. Let's see. You will, you roll only 1 red die to move. You attack with 1 die, and you defend with 2. So it's like you don't have any equipment. So basically, it puts you at a state as if you were back at the beginning state of your character.
Do mind points reset between campaigns?
So I will reset mind points between.
Okay.
So you'll restore your mind and your spells, but your body points will not be restored. There are also new spells that you'll be running across. There are new traps that you'll be running across. All sorts of wonderful, fun stuff.
Yay!
What I'd like to show off, let's see here. What I'd like to show off are the new ogres, of course. The ogres you'll be running across these fine gentlemen. I have added the new papercraft ogres from Smatsuro's mod. He did a great job at making them papercraft versions, and I really appreciate that. You can see that they are very hardy creatures, each of them having a lot of attack and defense die, and fairly beefy body points as well. Now, what you'll notice is that these all have a set version of body points, right? They have set body points like you would expect with any monster. But this is actually a variation that we're using based on the US system. And I'll show you guys this, this is how it was done in the UK version. Inside a map, there would be a certain number of ogres applied to the map, and all of those ogres would have, I suppose, I would equate this to anyone that's played Diablo as the lifelink mod, where all the ogres share a pool of points. And as you do damage to an ogre, it would be tracked on this record here. So if you look at this, let's say you were fighting 3 ogres. The first one would die when you did 3 points of damage in total. Didn't matter which one you hurt. they would all go on this same track.
Wait, what?
The next
we
ogre
do
would
that
then
one?
die when he took 4 points of damage. So it's like they have a horde health pool.
Can we do that? It sounds cool.
Oh wait, and then the next one, 3 again, and then 4 again, 3 again, 4 again, 2 points, 4, 2, and the last one 1 point.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they can potentially survive longer, as mentioned. Like if you deal 2 damages to one ogre and then 1 damage to another ogre, the other is going to die, not the first one.
Right.
The first one is going to be
The
alive
one that
for
takes the
4
damage
life
would be the
points.
one that dies. It really doesn't matter which one you hit. So, yeah.
But that's not how we're doing this.
Why not? Actually, it sounds great.
Or is it?
It's not. As
So
far
we're
as I know.
going with these guys here. These are the
It's not.
adjusted US values, as you can
They've
see.
even they all got more life points than they would have on the normal thing.
Well, it depends on the map. That was just an example.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there's different.
There's
thingies?
different. It's different per map.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this can't be. I'm seeing all sorts of butts.
All right.
Can't have butts.
Now, one thing that you must know about ogres is that
They're big.
ogres are large creatures,
Oh, I was right. Whoa.
And they have layers, like onions.
and they have layers. Now, ogres are impassable, even for monsters.
Oh.
They will act almost like a wall. Now, it doesn't say they can't move through other monsters. So, taking from this, one thing I'm going to add as a rule is something like Veil of Mist, which allows you to kind of creep through monsters. You're not going to be able to Veil of Mist through an ogre. So if an ogre is blocking the hallway, you won't be able to get past him.
Is it because of their powerful stench?
Partially that, and they're huge.
Well, considering even if you use Veil of Mist, like the only way you're going to get past an ogre is to drop to all fours and crawl underneath their loincloth, and I don't recommend it.
No.
That's
I
right,
can pass their
Mouse
rock, right?
007. And they're
They're
ugly
all-
too.
Well, you can go through walls, but remember, you still can't go through creatures. We've talked about that.
Can we negotiate if ogres count as creatures?
They are creatures. There is no negotiation.
I don't think
walls.
they are creatures.
All right,
I
now,
think we're free to enslave
because
them.
I've taken away the dice tower, I modified the dice again. I added the bounciness back to them so you can have an easier time of bouncing them against the backboard, just so you guys know. So that's taken care of. Beyond that, all the shopping is done. Nobody has gold. I will be treating large caches of treasure as a group find, as recommended in the rules as well, especially since we are doing a campaign. So if you guys find large caches of money in a quest, I'll divide it amongst all of you.
Well, can't you just keep all the gold in a combined pot and then at the end dish it out?
No, because when you die, you're going to lose it.
Dang, I thought I could trick that system.
I was about to say, what type of social shit is that?
The kind where we don't lose money.
Everybody vote for Gray Sanders over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Make America great again.
Wait, what?
That's Archer's line.
Well, he is great. I'm
Gray
great.
Sanders.
Gray.
It's Beardy Sanders.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the prologue. This is just going to be, I'm going to cut this off probably as a rules explanation, and then we'll move on to the campaign. So I'll cut off the recording after we go through the prologue. So this is against the Ogre Horde. Zargon sat motionless on his throne of pure jet, deep in thought. His eyes scanned the image of the Emperor's lands, which he had magically conjured before him. He had been so close to victory, so nearly had he trapped and destroyed the Emperor and his forces in the ancient fortress at Karakvan. But he had been foiled at the last minute by the Emperor's accursed champions. The same fate had befallen his powerful ally, the Witch Lord, whose army of the dead had crumbled following the slaying of their leader. Zargon needed some new, subtle means to attack the Empire and weaken its forces before he could lead his armies against them once more. Suddenly his gaze froze, and a smile sent ripples through the lines of his ancient face. A plan had come to him. A month later, Zargon again sat back to examine the scheme he had set in motion. He had never before considered the ancient race of ogres as a potential tool. Their undisciplined and random nature made them unreliable as servants and dangerous as allies. However, using the magical arts at his disposal, Zargon had planted one of his chaos sorcerers, Fidzle, within the subterranean fortresses of the infamous Durgarust ogre clan. Wow, I can't even say that. Durgarust. Yes. Drawing from a magical pool of chaos power, Fidzle had subtly taken control of the ogre clan and started them a series of raids on the Emperor's farmlands. This was only the beginning, for as the raids went on, no other ogre clans and orc tribes came to swell the ranks of his new army. Other clans. No, does he know? From this went on, other ogre clans and orc tribes. So his army is growing. Ooh, ooh, ogres.
Dun, dun, dun.
And they have layers.
So
Never
you cut
before
it
had he
up-
thought hyenas essential. They're crude and unspeakably vain. But maybe they've a teeny amount of potential, if allied to his vision and reign. No one got that.
No.
You guys suck.
So
Lion King
I
for the
go
win.
and I rally the Shattered Hand and let them kill the ogres, go home and have a cognac.
So
Good game.
before you cut it off, a throne of pure jet. Say what now?
Yes.
Told you they're made out of 747s.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Haven't you ever heard the term jet black? It's black.
I thought it was
Deepest, blackest
Jack Black.
pitch. Put it that way.
Wasn't that Jack Black?
No, he's one of the ogres.
Oh, okay.
No,
Obviously.
Jet Black is from Cowboy Bebop.
Right, so that was our explanation and prologue, and then so next we will move on to the search for the Ogre Fortress.
See you there, guys.